Who dares to interrupt my sightseeing moment? Oh, it's you. Well, feel free to join me. It's an inspiring view from here, after all. Unless you have some sort of business with me, by any chance? How was the sushi? I think at some point I might have, actually. That combination would be hard for one to forget once they have tasted something like that. Congrats on your victory, by the way. Don't mention it. I simply expressed my opinion. Nothing more. I'm curious though, how your musician friend created such moving music for a visual novel. Not even my professional staff could compose anything close to her level. How come?
Something like that. Anyway, where do you want to go today? Oh, sounds good. Let's go. Whoa! The sky is so wide when looking at it from here. True. Look! Even our school can be seen from here. Have you perhaps seen my Aunt Saya Hayakura's live performance? Or listened to her music? Luckily, I keep my MP3 player with me everywhere I go. So put these in your ears and listen for a moment. After hearing her songs for the first time a few years ago, I became mesmerized by her music and got inspired to try making my own music like hers. Of course, I soon realized what it took to get to her level when she was visiting us one day and happened to talk about her career. It got me curious. So I went back to my room and started immediately working on my next attempt. Sometime later that day, my parents and Saya happened to come by my room and started listening to my next song's attempt. When I was done with it, they started clapping at me, which naturally surprised me. Saya opened her mouth first and told me I apparently had a talent for music. And with dedicated practicing, one day I would be able to catch up to her and potentially even surpass her. It's because I keep doing the same kind of music, so I won't make any progress. Not to mention, without any real breaks. Only recently did I realize that, and it made me look around my room more closely. There was nothing inspiring anymore. It felt like an empty room in my mind, and that would prevent me from advancing further. So, you are basically helping me by simply spending time with me. That got me thinking. What are your passions, by the way? Huh. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Until then, you can look over my progress.
I should have known. In the end, her natural talent for music gave her the edge she needed. Ha! No wonder even professionals couldn't do it. Nothing in this world gives you a better advantage than that. Only when you stop putting in the amount of effort required to grow your talent will it be possible for others to pass you. That's just how things are. Heh. Does she have a gift for it too? Really now? What's her secret ingredient then, if not for her natural talent?
I didn't know your house was this way too! Funny coincidence! That sounds so depressing. That sounds so depressing. What's up with that driver? Couldn't they see the water puddle on the side of the road? Jeez. Oh dear, your clothes look so wet. We need to get you dried as soon as possible so you won't catch a cold. How much further would your house be? In that case, you should come to my house since it's closer. The faster the better. Great! My house is right around the corner. Okay, here we are. Wait here and I'll get you some spare clothes until yours are dry. Sorry for the wait. Here you go. You can get changed in my room. It's this way. Here it is! Welcome to my room! Oh crap! I forgot to clean these sketches away! Just a sec! Please don't look at that one! definitely not that I would ever compare myself to a fictional character or anything. Why would I do that? What a silly suggestion. Eh? It's an anatomy draft. Yeah, so I would know how to make the character's body look right or realistic. It's not fair when you put it that way. I can't turn you down when you're so dedicated to finding out the truth. You had my back during our first meeting by keeping my drawing safe from prying eyes, so I totally know you're a reliable friend. You've probably been curious about this since you saw the first sketch at our first meeting. But why would I create art like that, right? The passion for etchy art started for me when I was 8 years old and was playing hide and seek with my big brother at our house. As I was looking for a hiding place, I went to his room and started scanning the room for possible hiding spots. At first, it was hard to find any good spots since I was sure he would find me if he happened to come here. Everyone knows their room from the inside out, after all. So, I had to get creative and fast. He was counting close to the end already, and I still struggled with a decision. Then, I happened to see one of his manga books on the floor in front of his closet, and realized I hadn't thought about the closet at all. As my brother had just finished counting, I opened his closet. And so all of his lewd, etchy stuff, figures, games, manga, and even some idol merchandise too. Shocked and confused before the sight, my brother's closing steps brought me back to my senses, and I finally hid myself on the lower shelf and closed the door. Just as I suspected, he came into his room and looked around for a while until he finally left. I then sighed in relief and opened the door a little so I could better see the stuff that was around me. The art style of the manga characters captivated me from the very first page onward. I don't know why, but here we are. One could say the stuff corrupted me. I would say, on the other hand, that it was personally more like an eye-opening revelation than a corruption for me. Me neither, but that's how it is, and I don't regret it. I'm so glad that you understand. Thank you for that. I guess I'm fortunate to have a friend like you. I was so afraid you would be grossed out after finding out my secret.
Hey, Konaka! The dance floors are ready now.
Okay, I'm coming to get him! Jeez, talk about the timing too! I thought my heart stopped there for a moment. I'll be back soon with your clothes. And the mood was so lovely too. Why did it have to happen now of all times? Just a few more minutes wouldn't have hurt. I wonder what would have happened there if we hadn't been interrupted. In manga, at least, it would have led to a romantic scene where they would have embraced each other passionately. What if we had done the same? Emotions usually take over in the heat of the moment after all, so maybe? What am I thinking? Of course he wouldn't have fallen for that! He's a rational person after all! Ah! But what if... No! Not possible! Not happening! There's no way he would have done that! What are these emotions anyway? Love? Could it really be that? I have been thinking about you non-stop ever since you pulled off that daring stunt, which I have seen numerous times in manga and anime. I always wondered how it would feel to be in that situation, and now I've actually experienced it, even though it was by accident. Still, for Chisaki's sake, I can't do it. It wouldn't be fair to her, and I cherish her as much as him. Well, I guess we have to wait and see how things turn out later. It's better to play it safe for now than ruin everything. Sorry for the wait! Here are your clothes. Wash and clean. What? Of course not! If I had done such a thing to him, it wouldn't have ended well for me. Trust me. Please don't scare me like that again. They are my dad's clothes, for the record. Thanks! Go ahead to the entrance, and I'll put these away in the meantime, okay?
Isn't Konaka just a lovely girl? So cheerful, energetic, and kind. You have a good taste and eye for different people, I see. I could see her potentially taking some interest in you, but what about you? I'm sure you just got to know her recently, but sometimes folks can meet even their soulmates right off the bat if they are lucky. Konaka has experienced so many emotions during her childhood because of me and her mother, since we divorced when she was only 8 years old. Then we also moved to this peaceful town, so Konaka had to start all over again with her friendships. Every father only wishes the best for their kids in the end. When I look at Konaka, I often wonder if I've done enough for her. But hearing you speak, I feel like she finally has someone who truly understands her. Thank you for being there for her. What was your name again, son? Nice to meet you. Please look after my daughter, will ya? You don't have to serve me, son. Hayato will do just fine. And thanks. I truly mean it.
Alright, that's taken care of now. Did I interrupt something?
Nah, we just finished, so good timing.
Oh? Okay then. I'll see you at school tomorrow then. Good night!
Such a good fella. Or what do you think?
Sure is. You don't see many of them, and definitely not in Tsukuba.
Even such a gentleman and surprisingly understanding for someone your age. How about starting a family with him one day? Take it easy, sweetie. It was merely a joke. But you heard the guy. Don't even think that I didn't notice you listening to our conversation nearby.
I can't believe her dad actually said that. Sounds like quite a wingman. Unbelievable, really. For real. By the way, how did you come up with such a genius plot for a visual novel? I don't think I've ever heard anything even remotely comparable to yours, and I've read plenty of them. What? Did you seriously just merge several stories into one? That's crazy. Why was there even need to combine them in the first place? Wouldn't a single story have worked? Then again, your little group is full of surprises, so I suppose even story combinations aren't entirely out of the question. Valid reason, you say? Now this I gotta hear.
Hey, how about we decide the story with good old rock, paper, scissors? The winner gets to decide whose story will be chosen.
Fair enough. Rock, paper, scissors!
Ugh! You piece of...
Son of a biscuit! I knew I should have played rock after all.